So I got my hands on Charlotte Tilbury's new collection of fragrances designed to unlock your emotions. I'm super excited to see what these fragrances give. So let's get right into it. So this will be my first time reviewing or smelling any fragrance from Charlotte Tilbury. A number of years ago, they had a fragrance within their collection. From my understanding, it's no longer in the market. So this is my first experience with Charlotte Tilbury fragrances, as for probably many. The idea of this launch is that each fragrance would have emotion unlocking molecules that will help you exude a specific emotion depending on what fragrance you are working with. It's a really interesting concept, and I'm really intrigued to see kind of what they put together with these specific emotions. So I purchased this tester set of all 6 of the fragrances. I really do appreciate that the brand launched this tester kit along with the fragrances so that it really gives us as consumers a chance to try out these fragrances, see which one we like before we actually commit to one or all of the fragrances. Ooh, I can already smell them before I pull this out. So this is what it looks like. Let's start from this last one and move our way up to the most enticing one based on the name. Once I test all of these fragrances, I will be ranking them and letting you know which one is my absolute favorite. So I'm just going to read the fragrance notes off of the screen. This first one is Cosmic Power. So for top notes, it has black pepper oil, cinnamon bark oil, bergamot oil, fresh woody elemi oil. For the heart, there's Opulent Rose Ultimate, Empowering Fragrance Accord, and for the base, it's Mystical Amber Accord, Enchanting Vanilla Bean Extract, and Powdery Musks. It's good. This one is really good. It's deep, it's dark, it's kind of boss-like, so I can see how this can make you feel empowered. It smells a little mature. It's spicy. I'm getting those warm spices like the cinnamon. It's peppery. You get the black pepper. It's a little sweet. It's a little musky. It's really nice. Definitely a nighttime fragrance or a night outing. I guess if you have a really intense, if you have a really intense business meeting that you need to go to and you want to really feel empowered and bold and confident going into that meeting, I can see someone wearing this, but it is a little strong. Probably not something I would wear in my everyday life, but I could wear it every once in a while, and I think I would enjoy it. I think it definitely meets the notes. Okay. Pretty good. I'll rank them at the end. For the second one, we will be smelling Calm Bliss. This one is supposed to emote the emotion of serenity. So calming, at peace, if you will. So for top notes, this fragrance has bergamot oil, sweet neroli oil, and lavandin oil. For the heart, orange flower, absolute, and watery accord. And for the base, there's warm tonka bean accord, pure white musk, peaceful orris concentrate. Let's smell this one. Ooh. It smells so familiar. What is it giving? I really enjoy this one. It is aquatic, it is watery, but it's not like super light. This could be a really great everyday scent. It's not offensive, but it's not boring. There's a little seasoning in there, if you will. It's clean. As it settles down, it definitely lightens up a bit. It settles down pretty quickly. So the first sniff, or those top notes, are really strong, but they're really kind of mellowing out as we continue to let this sit. It's really nice. Fresh, slightly citrusy, aquatic. Great for the office, great for every day. Morning or night, I think. musky, clean. Serenity is, it definitely gives off serenity. Calming energy. Okay. This next one is called Magic Energy. This one is supposed to have you emote energy, so very energizing, I guess. So for top notes, this one has bergamot oil, earthy myrtle oil, sophisticated cypress ultimate, sweet jasmine sambac, refreshing seaweed absolute, with a base of cashmere wood, Palo Santo accord, ambergris accord, and olibanum resinoid. Definitely did not say that correctly. Let's give it a sniffy. Okay. Okay. I don't know if this one is for me. Definitely not a bad scent at all. If you like Centol 33 from Le Labo, you probably would like this. It's very woody. Very woody. That Palo Santo is a little strong. It's very clean. It kind of smells like the inside of a really expensive hotel lobby, which is pretty good, which is nice. I think this is kind of the scent that I would like lightly diffused in the room, but maybe not so much on myself, just because it's super woody. That being said, it's definitely a fragrance style that I know a lot of people like. Like, I know Centol 33 is a beloved fragrance, so no hate to it. And I think if I smelt this on somebody else, I think I would like it. And I believe that potentially on a man, for me, I would like it. And I know, and it runs a little bit masculine, and it's just a little intense and just a little bit too woody for me. But not a bad fragrance. Same family as Centol 33. Okay. This next one is Joyphoria, which will have you emitting happiness. I'm excited to smell this one. So this fragrance is said to be a warm floral vanilla. So there's top notes of petitgrain oil, coconut water accord, and neroli oil with the heart of tuberose absolute, warm jasmine sambac, and radiant ylang-ylang. For the base notes, there's vanilla bean extract, cashmere wood, and powdery musks. Something tells me I'm going to like this one. Let's see. This is a really nice one. For emotions, I'm not sure if it gives happiness. I think when I think happiness, I think really light, bright, citrusy, airy, fresh, or super fruity and sweet. Like colorful. That's kind of what I think of when I think of happiness. This one is giving comforting. It's giving warm, soothing, loving, unconditional love, I think. It's a really nice fragrance. If I were to sum it up, it's a powdery vanilla musk. And I get the coconut in there. It's great. It's a nice light fragrance, everyday comforting fragrance, cozy in the bed or on the couch fragrance. I really enjoy this one. Ooh, I really enjoy this. Okay. 2 more. Okay, so this next one I'm also really excited for. It's called Love Frequency. This is supposed to be a love portal. Yes. Give me some of that love portal. Top notes is addictive pink pepper. For the heart, it has sultry saffron. Not regular saffron, but sultry saffron. Romantic Rose Ultimate Extract and Hypnotic Rose Essential. And for the base, there's Sensual Musk, Alluring Cashmerian, Captivating Amber Woods, and Intoxicating Patchouli Heart. Yes. Okay. She's nice. She's a little familiar. I don't think I have something quite like this, but I might have a couple fragrances that I can mix together and kind of give this. I definitely get the pink pepper up front. Kind of giving me resemblance of Kayali's pink pepper fragrance. Not exactly, but a little bit of that energy. It is sweet. It is giving romantic. Not a ton of musk, but a little bit. There's definitely some patchouli in there, so if you don't like patchouli, you might not like this, but I do enjoy it. It's a really good fragrance. I probably need to let it settle down, and I will definitely want to try this on my skin to see if this is something that I would want to invest in, because it's a really nice fragrance, but not anything like super wowing or special. I'm really sad to say, because I love potion, because I want to be lifted into a love portal. Okay, it's good. It is good. Like, don't get me wrong, it is a good fragrance. Okay, and drum roll. Last but not least, the one that I know people are talking about the most, the one with the most enticing name. More Sex. Yeah, okay. This is supposed to be an addictive, seductive fragrance. Addictive, seductive fragrance. So this is supposed to be a musky leather sandalwood fragrance. And although I am intrigued by the name, leather isn't really my jam. It's not my jam. It has never been my jam. I don't know if it's because I'm a vegetarian in general and I'm kind of off put by leather aromas, like a leather belt, leather bag. I'm not really with it personally. And I think even before I was vegetarian, even though. Anyways, I don't really jam with leather. So for top notes, this one has black pepper oil and magnetic juniper berry oil. For the heart, it's a seductive sexual accord, ambroxan, sensual musk, and alderon, and an addictive leather accord. And for the base, there's a velvety musk, a amber wood, and a sensual sandalwood oil. Let's give it a shot. Oh, this one claims to have a 18-hour scent trail. Interesting. Keep you going all night, apparently. So, it's not that bad. Not that bad. It's not bad. I do get the leather, but it's not a really intense leather note. It's not my favorite. It definitely is musky. I get the woodiness and I get the leather. It's a good fragrance. It leans more towards masculine. I don't doubt that this would smell lovely on someone. I don't know if it's just the fragrance I would be going for myself. And probably if I could probably enjoy the scent on a man, but it's not really something I would wear per se. Okay, so let's rank. Okay, as these fragrances really kind of settled down, I think the order and ranking of what I think currently smells best, at least on these paper swatches, is a little different than maybe based on the verbiage and the context that I was putting as I was describing these fragrances. And I want to preface this whole thing with, none of the fragrances really are bad. Some are definitely not my style, but I wouldn't say any of them are bad. I think overall they smell of great quality. I really enjoy the concept of these fragrances really being in tune with your emotions, and maybe if you want to emit a specific emotion such as happiness or seduction, you have a fragrance to go to for that. Does that make sense? So, in sixth place, sadly, not terrible, just not my jam, is Magnetic Energy. I think it's just too woody for me. Yeah, it's too strong. It's a little too woody. It's giving Santal 33, as mentioned. Not my personal preference, but I know a lot of people love that. So if you love Santal 33, you probably would enjoy this a lot. I wouldn't say that you necessarily need this, though. I don't know if you need 2 fragrances of this style in your collection, but maybe if that's really kind of what you gravitate towards and you want some options, you can go with this. So in 5th place, More Sex. Sadly, the leather note is definitely becoming a little bit more prominent as it sits. It is musky, it's woody, just not really my jam. It's just not really what I go for, personally. Number 5 is Cosmic Power. That patchouli is really intense. Not a bad fragrance, definitely not my go-to if I wanted something bold, and it's giving, the way that this smells, it gives long lasting. I really get the pink pepper in the fragrance. I think it's bold. I think you could probably overspray this a bit, but if you like really intense pink pepper fragrances, you probably would really enjoy this. So that's my number 4. Number 3 is Joyphoria. This one is so comforting. It's a warm, musky vanilla. It's good, it's clean, it's fresh. I could really rock this. I can't really say there's anything bad about it. It's just lovely, it's clean, it's fresh, it's inviting, it's comforting. Like, I would love to hug this person. Or me. Maybe someone would love to hug me if I was wearing this, you know. For second place, Calm Bliss. This one is clean. I love a good, clean, fresh, soapy fragrance. This is exactly that. It's a really nice fragrance, an everyday fragrance. I do have other fragrances in this collection in my collection that probably could do this job, but not a bad option at all. Really great if you're looking for something clean, fresh, an everyday fragrance. It's really nice. And last but not least, first, actually, this is first. This is the best one from my perspective. Love Frequency. As it settled down on the blotter, on the paper, I really enjoy it. I know I was being a slight hater. I liked it, but I was being a slight hater when I was initially smelling it. But as it sits, I think this one I might need a full bottle of. It's giving romantic. It's giving feminine, but not super girly. It's giving clean. It's also giving inviting, but, you know, in a flirty way, kind of. A romantic way. I really enjoy this. So those are my thoughts on Charlotte Tilbury's new launch. It was a really ambitious launch with all 6 fragrances coming out at once. Commend them for all the work that they're putting towards these fragrances. They are all complex. None of them are boring. They're intriguing. They're nice. And I think for the most part, they really do emit those emotions. So I'm excited to try some of these fragrances on my skin, and potentially will buy my favorite Love Frequency as a full-size bottle. I'll play around with this tester before I do that. But yeah, this is a really enjoyable blend of fragrances. I think they covered many categories with this launch, and can't wait to see what's next with them. So if you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. If you tried any of these fragrances, let me know in the comments if you liked it, if you enjoyed it. Do you have a favorite? Do you have a least favorite? Throw it all in the comments. I'm really interested to hear what you all have to say. Thank you so much, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace. Ooh. Ooh.